Good afternoon, fellow Rotarians. Woo-woo. I am so excited to be here, and I'm so glad so many of you are here. Oh, and our photographer. All righty. Mr. Dale Miller, will you please lead us in the pledge? The flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. And our songsters. Yes.
Here, I'll put this here,
Okay,
and then I'll hold one for the guy.
there you go. I don't know all the words.
What's that? Okay.
Oh,
I need to see words. I can see words here.
Okay. Okay, then let's switch.
Okay, sure. Ready?
Oh, the things we do for Rotary.
Okay, is somebody gonna tell them?
Yep.
Okay, go ahead.
This is all about Sheila. I know you know the song, so let's serenade.
I'll help.
So, one, two, four. Little Sheila, you know her, you steal her. Brown eyes and a cowboy hat. Lips are rosy, she looks a little nosy. Man, this little girl is fine. Never knew a girl like a little Sheila. Her name drives me insane. Sweet little girl, that's my little Sheila. Man, this little girl is fine. Me and Sheila go for a ride. Oh, 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 oh. It's funny inside. And little Sheila whispers in my ear. Oh, 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 oh. I love you, Sheila, dear. Sheila said she loved me. She said she'd never leave me. True love will never die. We're so doggone happy just being around together, man. This little girl is fine. Never knew a girl like a little Sheila. Her name drives me insane. Sweet little girl, that's my little Sheila. Man, this little girl is fine. Me and Sheila go for a ride. Oh, oh, oh. Feel funny inside when little Sheila whispers in my ear. Oh, 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 oh. I love you, Sheila, dear. Sheila said she loved me. She said she'd never leave me. But true love will never die. We're so doggone happy and being around together. Man, this little girl is fine. Oh, this little girl is fine. Yeah, this little girl is fine. Good job. Yeah, sorry I didn't come in when I showed you. Well, that's all right.
All right. You know, when I was a little girl, I hated that song. Now, oh, I think it's kind of cool. Mr. Will Bateson, inspire us today.
Wow, that's a tough act to follow. So, hello, Rotarians. I had a really funny story I was going to share with you all today. And then yesterday, Willie Mays died. He was one of my heroes. So, saving the story for another time. Many of you know Willie Mays, the baseball player. He was a San Francisco Giant and one of the greatest, if not the greatest, baseball players of all time. He was a rare 5-tool player. And as one noted columnist remarked, Willie Mays' glove is where triples go to die. But there's another side that folks don't really know about Willie Mays. He battled racism and discrimination with the same grace that he displayed on the baseball field. In November 1957, when the Giants moved to San Francisco from New York, Willie and his wife tried to buy a home in San Francisco. He found a home he really liked, 175 Mira Loma, put a full price offer on the house, $37,500. And the seller initially agreed, but then the neighbors went crazy. They did not want a black family in their neighborhood. And the seller reneged. He said, I'm not going to sell to you. So Willie could have bought any home. He could have gone to a different neighborhood and bought a different home, but he didn't want a different home. He wanted that home. So he talked to the mayor and it went public and it created a big controversy. And in the end, sorry about that. In the end, he ended up getting the house, which was a great thing. In retrospect, Willie helped integrate the entire neighborhood, and San Francisco was forced to reevaluate race relations in the city. That happened 67 years ago. And today, on Juneteenth, we celebrate freedom, unity, and equality for all. But as the great Willie Mays showed us, we still have a ways to go. Thank you, Rotarians.
Thank you so much. I grew up listening on the radio to Willie Mays, McCovey. What was that? The announcer, Hodgins, Rutz, Elon Simmons. Bye bye, baby. I love that. All righty. So today, our front line, once again, people that I could not do this meeting without. Spur reporter and Will Bateson did our thought for the day. Thank you so much. Spur publisher, Don Wentz. Irv Stowers, you got my picture already there. Oh, there you go. Joel Swanson, once again, putting up with me for AV. Love that photo. That's where is that? Pepsi-Cola in 1974. You haven't changed a bit, Joel. Greeter extraordinaire, Marianne Rosa. Zoom host and chat monitor, Pat Coyle. And to round out our group, we have our sergeant at arms in the back, Trex and Bob. How we doing there for money, gentlemen? What's happening in that department? $900 and how many marbles? Ooh, so get your tickets. You're either going to get money or wine. They're both good. Okay, Web Boss. I love that. Kathy Coyle, thank you for putting up with me this year. Hopefully I didn't make your job too difficult. And public outreach, Kelly Bowers, and she definitely helped get the word out on Rotary. So let's give them all a big hand. Okay, first of all, out in Zoom land, Pat Coyle, do we have any visiting Rotarians or guests?
We have neither, President Sheila. Congratulations.
Thank you, Pat. Thank you. Okay, how about in our room? Do we have any visiting Rotarians? I'm pretty sure we did. Aw. No visiting Rotarians. Okay, how about guests of Rotarians?
President Sheila and fellow Rotarians, I'm happy to introduce Brian Balaz. Brian is retired chemist from the lab, also served on the Pedrosi Foundation as board president, and is here today to speak in his new role on the board member for Spark.
Thank you, Carolyn, and thanks to all of you.
Hey.
Let me just stand over here and try to avoid any feedback. So first of all, thank you for letting me speak for a few moments here. I think I know virtually everybody in this room already, and that is through my wife, Lori Souza. So if you don't know who I am Lori Souza's husband, and that makes everything instantly clear. So, thank you for a few seconds here. So I'm here on behalf of Spark. Spark is Shakespeare and Performing Arts Regional Company, and I'll get to that in a moment. You probably know us also as Livermore Shakespeare Festival, Shakespeare in the Vineyard, Livermore Shakes. We've had a number of performances down on Tesla. We started at, I believe we started at Retzlaff many years ago, outdoor theater at Retzlaff, and then Concannon, and then Wente, and now at Darcy Kent. And if you notice, we're moving eastward down Tesla. I'm not sure if there's a trend there, but it is kind of noticeable. What's that? Yeah, right. We'll be out at Site 300 for the next season. So we have, I've distributed some cards on some of the tables. So if you want to just take a photo, or if you're interested, our performance this year is Shakespeare's 12th night, and it runs through, let's see, July 5th through July 28th. And I'm also, that'll be out at Darcy Kent Vineyards. So great chance to, see a Shakespeare play, grab a bottle of wine, sit out, look at the vineyards and the hills. And unless it's 105 degrees, it's a really nice experience. And the other thing I want to announce real quick is that we're expanding. So I mentioned earlier about Spark being Shakespeare and Performing Arts regional company. And the regional is important because we'll be starting for the first time outside of Livermore. We'll be in Danville in August. So we're moving to an indoor theater in Danville. And the performances are, well, you probably have to check our website. I don't recall. August 9th to 25th. Yes. Thank you, Trish. And Trish is one of my fellow board members. And let's see, where was I headed with this? So come either see us out at Darcy Kent Vineyards, come out to the theater in Danville when those shows are going. And I would like to close with thanking you, the Rotarian Foundation, for hosting a lot of our school programs. We have both in-school programs, So Wise, So Young, Some Have Greatness, as well as after-school programs for the kids. They love the acting. They may not all understand all the nuances of Shakespeare, but I've been to some of the classes and the kids just eat it up. They love it. So thank you, Rotarian Foundation, for supporting that financially. And I think that's all I have to say. I'll be around.
Thank you.
Questions?
Okay, I think Mike Thompson has a quick little something to share with us. Is that all of our guests? Yes, okay.
Yeah, one unfortunate thing. That was a wonderful song. We have to scratch that from our skit at the demotion party now. You've already heard it.
Sorry.
No, I'm just kidding. Those of you who have not gotten tickets yet, would you please, some people are having a problem with the way to the link. So bring a check, call me call me or Norm if you're having trouble. And let's say you're coming and you can bring a check that night, as we won't be seeing you until next Wednesday. It's saying 5:30. I thought we were starting at 5. Doesn't matter. 5:30. You have a bar. You have tri-tips, chicken, sausage, beans, coleslaw. Wonderful meal, made for a king or a rodeo queen.
Or queen.
$20. Can't beat it. So we'll see you then. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mike. And I think as of today, we have 80 people confirmed. 81. So thank you all. It'll be fun. Yeah, I'm bringing, yeah. I brought a couple tables worth, but I did forewarn them, you have to have thick skin. Okay, let's see. Gowd, would you please come up? Is Katerina here? Oh, okay.
Well, this is going to be my last pitch for this year. So, and you know what I'm going to talk about is updating the TRF fundraising. You got a slide? Okay. So I'm going to show a histogram of donations in comparison to last year. It tells us a very interesting story, and we'll analyze and we'll figure it out where we have to go from here. And we got to do whatever we do in the next 8 days so that we'll mail the check so we get the right credit. So we met the EREY, 100% achieved. Hold your clapping for a little while. So what EREY was, $25 donation. And you'll see on my graph, some of the things we need to learn from that. Paul Harris Fellow, we got 11 to go. I think 2 of them already confirmed, now down to 9. So maybe hopefully we get down to 0. Annual fund, we have 22,673 to go. Polio Plus 6,000. I got some money already, and hope the checks will keep coming. And next week also, I'll accept the checks at the demotion party. All right. Here's an interesting thing. The blue are the ones, number of people donated in that range last year. Orange or whatever the color is this year. You can see 42 of them have given $25 compared to 0 last year. Now you can read the rest of it. So it has shifted to the left, and that is the reason why we are short. So I was just wondering whether people who thought they gave EREY thought that's all they need to do. Well, if you thought so, think again. We do need your help, and we need to get to that money to make up for the deficit. All right. So what do we do? Simple. Appeal to all the Rotarians to donate a minimum of 100 this year. So that will get us to close to where we need. And we also had a reduced number of, we reduced the number of non-Paul Harris down to 0. That will help. We need to increase the number of Paul Harris Society members to equal to last year. What does that mean? We had 40 Paul Harris Society members, those who donated that year 1,000 or more. We are down to 27 this year, so I need to do something there. And increase the number of Rotarians contributing to Polio Plus, that also went down. I need to increase to 31. So how are we going to do that in the next week? Well, I got some help. We're going to be calling people and appealing to them. Please do that. And I've sent out some emails, and I'll be busy sending out more emails. And that's my story. Any questions?
So on the Polio Plus, thanks, Gowd, for that. I don't know if everybody has seen this, but there was just an article earlier this week. I saw it in Science Magazine that wild type polio has been found again in Pakistan and Afghanistan. And so I think a lot of us maybe felt a little complacent that polio is in our rearview mirror. It is not. So I would just encourage you, if you thought that, I would encourage you to make a donation this year again.
Okay. All right. Thank you. So you'll be hearing from us, and I will let you know where you are and what you can do. Thank you again. Bye.
So, what's interesting is I probably was one of those people in the past, the $25 and thought I did it all. And Gowd helped educate me this year. It is a learning curve to understand the difference between polio and Paul Harris Society and the foundation and the Rotarian. I mean, there's a lot. But hopefully as I go forward, I'll get better. I feel good about what I've done this year. And hopefully with Gowd's help, I'll continue to do better. So those of you that have not given yet, it is a good feeling to be a part of that, and knowing that your dollars donated make a difference, not only here, but around the world. Okay, Gowd, again, thank you so much. And so our next was, I guess she's not here. Okay, well, Splend, where are you? Or I can talk about myself. Okay. Oh, you already talked about it. Okay, we're good. All right, next. Oh boy. Yes.
That QR code probably doesn't work.
Oh, it does not work?
So the one that Joel sent out by email today, I know that people have been using it successfully. So use the one that Joel sent out to you earlier today.
And as Mike Thompson said, if by chance you're not able to, please just let him know that you're coming so he can plan accordingly for food and then bring your check. Let Norm know so he knows to check you off because it's no ticky, no washi, right? Okay, correct. Okay. Oh, Joel.
To those who signed up last week to help out at the demotion party, thank you very much. I could still need some help around the grill. We want people to flip tri-tips and so forth. We also want people to help slice things up and get things on the food line. So that's basically what I'm looking for now, have someone to get the grill to and from. So we're just about ready to go and have a feast. Thank you very much. I'll pass this around again.
Thank you. And just being a beef girl, knowing that proper slicing of the tri-tips is essential. Yeah, that's very important because it's either very tender and delicious or shoe leather. So yeah, it does make a difference. No pressure, Joel. No pressure. Okay. So my year with you all. Oh, sure.
So this Sunday at 4:30 at Garay is Opera in the Vineyard, and there are still some tickets left. It's about 2 or 3 hours of opera music by 4 wonderful voices and a piano. And we usually share food at our tables and make it a picnic. It's going to be a nice day, not too hot. So I hope a couple more of you will join us. There are a few chairs left. Thank you.
You bet, TJ. Thank you. Okay. So I have to say that this last year has been a very positive experience. Learned a lot, gained some amazing friends. I kind of feel like you're my family. Actually, I always have. But I really feel blessed to have had this opportunity to be not only a part of this club, but a part of what we all do here that makes an incredible difference here and around the world. It definitely changes your way of thinking. You figure out real quick that the little things that you do collectively make a big difference. And I'm very proud of that. And I'm very proud of all of you. I always speak of my Rotary Club with great pride and admiration because we do things that I don't think other people really understand the impact that we have. So I'm proud to be a part of this club. So I want to kind of go back. Oh, thank you. So my first meeting, a little nervous, but I set up some goals for myself for the year. And some of those, it was bringing back traditions and embracing what you all taught me 14 years ago when I first started. And so I kind of want to go back and kind of talk about some of those things. First of all, breaking bread together. That was something that was so important. I love sitting around the table with you and we share a sandwich and chips and we find out about each other's day and learn things about what's going on around the community and where we can make a difference. And I think that really helped foster fellowship or regain that fellowship that COVID kind of took away from us and from the presidents in between that had to deal with that via Zoom. It was just so unfair. So I felt very blessed to be able to be part of that. And I hope that you all felt that as well. Another thing was something that I know Alan's working on a lot was membership. Alan, you brought in some great members and people that hit the ground running. A couple is Trudy and Dave Barnes. I mean, literally from the time you got here, you're involved in everything. And you're just the epitome of what Rotary is. And I think what I learned when I started, I mean, you really, truly set a great example. And thank you for stepping up. No sooner did they get here, we had them on committees, you're singing, you're doing it all. And it just, you were part of the group of all the ones that do that all the time. So I appreciate that. Another thing was you all taught me, for instance, if you can't make a meeting or if you have to leave early, coming over and letting the presenter know. And throughout the year, you folks have done that. And I just think that's so classy. I got an email today from Jay Davis. He couldn't make it because he's doing that same presentation he did for us for another group at the lab. But it's just such a class act. Again, my hat off to all of you. And then just saying hello to the Rotarians and the guests, all those little things that are just make us unique. I just love that. The last thing that I wanted to do was, well, embrace a project that made a difference in our community directly. And we picked the train station, I did. And unfortunately, the train's still out, right? Where are you over there? It's a coming. So that one's on the back burner, but we've got some things that we'll be bringing to you that really will impact the community and actually beyond Livermore, that'll make a difference for children. The one thing that we're doing is the communication boards, and I understand they'll be going in July. And so that's going to enable children that their communication skills are limited to be able to interact and communicate and find a way to enjoy the parks. And I think we're going in 11 or 12 parks. So I'm very, very proud of that. So thank you so much. The other thing that I kind of started doing at the end, and Mark's going to pick up the ball and run with it, is picking it's Mark's idea. I'm going to steal it from him, but just for today, picking a nonprofit. We had some amazing speakers this last year, and we gave some generous money to things like the Valley Humane Society and the group that I'm going to lose their name, the last one, trafficking, the children, human trafficking, special operation, that's it, yes. And our Livermore High Choir. What's really nice about that is we're helping them in a way that allows us to immediately make a difference. And I'm very proud of that because we do that here. That's what you're all about. Projects, Loretta, we did things throughout the year. Probably not as many came up, but we really did do some great things in this community. So what I'd like to transition to is doing a few thank yous. Could my board of directors, those of you that are here, could you please stand up? Livermore board. There we go. Okay, so some of you that weren't able to be at the last meeting, could you please stand, the last board meeting? That was you. Sorry for the dead silence there. You get one. And wait a minute, Gowd, you're on my committee. There you go. Okay, a little something to say thank you for putting up with me and for all that we did as a group. I truly appreciate each and every one of you, and thank you for being on the board and helping our club be the best it can be. So I'd like to give a big round of applause. And Joel, thank you for my thank you slide. I'm hoping somebody knows all those languages, right? There's probably somebody in this room that's been to at least one of these countries, right? Probably, yes. Okay, so I always say my front line makes this what it is for me every week. So I have a little something to say thank you for those of you every week that are here, and I can count on you. You make it possible for me to have this meeting. So I got it in alphabetical order. Yes, I do. Okay. And then okay. So.
They're not up with the
No,
order
it
anymore.
doesn't. Yeah, not anymore.
Now you've messed it up.
Now I've messed it up. Okay.
There you
All right. Okay, so Tim Berry, can you come up? Is he here?
go. Yes.
Tim?
Not
Not today? Sugar. Okay. All right, Mike Ferrucci, Stu, and David Barnes. All right. Okay, gentlemen. Every week you put up with my dancing, my off-key singing. And I want to say thank you to my songsters. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much. Oh, take a quick picture. Oh. Okay. So these individuals, again, every week, I never have to worry about that are always, and I'm no special order, but let me, I'm going to read the names. So Bob Bishop, Trex, Joel Swanson, Irv, Don Wentz, and all right. Gentlemen, I need you to come up here. Irv. Yes, I did. Okay. All right, Joel. Wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, not this time. Down. Wait.
Oh. Oh.
Oh, Don.
Yeah, what are you doing sitting down?
And is Paul McCandless here? Irv. No, you sit down. I'm sorry, Irv. You sit down.
The skits have started a week early. I didn't realize this was comedy.
Dennis.
Yes. Yeah, I wouldn't fall for it. She'll make you sit down. No.
Wait a minute. Is Paul McCandless here?
Paul's not here. We should make fun of him.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so, and I'm sorry, the reason why I've got your names down here, but I should have acknowledged what the board does, and you are on my board, so I gave you a different thank you, but I will go back to that. So these gentlemen here every week, put up with my antics are always here. And there's more that aren't here today, but I want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart for taking care of me this year. Thank you so much.
Get together, take a picture,
Oh,
all together. Woo! No flash.
all right. Okay, so also behind the scenes, those of you that. Oh, it didn't work?
One more
Okay.
time. Needed a trained professional. Okay, put your good side forward, guys. The other one. Oh. Yeah.
Okay, well, I was destined to mess this up. So those of you that stepped up to do committees for me took care of things, and some of you at the last minute said, no problem, I'll take care of it for you. And you didn't have to. So I wanted just to do, and first of all, each and every one of you make a difference, but these people every single month, and some of you every single week, were doing things above and beyond. Oh, wait a minute, Loretta, you're on my committee. Okay. Okay, so those of you that are here, Bob Cowan helped chair, along with Dawn, our crab feed. And every month, we were at his house, driving him nuts, drinking, not leaving. And every weekend, Bob, come on up here. Bill Nebo, I didn't have somebody that was going to take on Student of the Month. And Bill Nebo graciously said, no problem, I'll do it. Bill, thank you so much. Paul Schmidt. Paul takes on a task that I know. Oh, here we go. Why don't you go over there for a photo? Head on over there. Thank you. You bet. Putting on the parade. And
There he is.
there he is.
Oh, okay.
Yes, putting on the parade. And I remember, oh, let's give him a big hand. Oh. Okay. Oh. All right. And I know that that was not easy to do. I remember listening to Chris Ising opening that binder, going through, okay, what do we have to do next? And every year. So that's a thankless task. Beth Wilson. Beth, where are you? Behind Irv, I cannot see you. So Beth takes care of music scholarship, and as well, I know she has a team, and not to say that they don't all equally do a wonderful part, but Beth, you're kind of the machine behind it. So come up here. Perfect. Thank you. Okay. And let's see. Sonia, Jessica Carroll. Well, so I'm just going to kind of make a little announcement. So anyway, Jessica Carroll from JMC Cellars, she graciously donated all the wine that we give away, didn't charge a dime, for our speakers, as well as helped us, I think, with the crab feeds. So I have a little recognition for her and her business to helping out our Rotary Club. Sonia Sheffield. Sonia was kind of the, what helped us on the board, helped us with socials, memberships, kind of anywhere we needed her. She was always there, probably doing more than she should. But she made a difference for me every week, helped establish our Wine Wednesday, which I think in our Taste of Livermore. So she was definitely an inspiration for me. So I wanted to also thank her with a little recognition for being there for me all the time. Okay. Roland took care of the grants, and that's not an easy one because he has all of us in the room and we're having to decide collectively, which one to approve. And I know that that's tedious. Linda over there, part of his team, right and left-hand man, maybe this should have your name on it too. But again, he helped make a difference. So I wanted to acknowledge Roland for taking on that and being there and making my year of the club grants a very successful one. Christy Lusty and Kimberly Grudel, they took care of, and again, our board member in charge of them was Gordon, but they welcomed the challenge of taking on scheduling greeters and thought for the day. And every week they made sure that somebody was here. And so I really appreciate that. That made my job easier. And so I want to say a big thank you to Christy and also Kimberly Grudel. And Paul McCandless. Paul? Nope. So Paul's kind of like a Don Wentz and a Bob Cowan and, many of you that wear many, many hats. Paul helps with AV. He helped with youth and government. There's a lot of things that you all stepped up when you didn't have to. You've done it on and off for so many years. It's like, okay, somebody else take the reins. But you were gracious and kind and made sure that tasks got done for me and made me very proud. So this is for Paul as well. And again, a big thank you from me to him. And Miss Loretta, you didn't stand up. You're on my board. And I truly appreciate the time and effort you always put into everything. And that's a special thank you from me to you. Yes. Okay. And there we go. And we had a special, there we go. We had one of our members that went out and did above and beyond raising money for our club to help with our parade, with our crab feed, and basically the Rotary in general. He went out and got some large monies from TopCon Positioning and also, there should be this. And Sadakar, is that correct, Mike? Say it quickly, no one will know. Oh, I say it. Shadakar Ramakrishnan. Mike, can you come up? These two individuals, Mike was able to get donations for our club, and I want to thank you so much.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You bet. Oh, picture wonder. Get the wonder. Okay, well, this one I'm actually going to probably give out, but I want to mention it. Two places, Alden Lane Nursery. Jackie has always been so gracious about allowing us to use her facility for meetings, etc. And then we're going to be there next week. So I wanted to acknowledge her for always being so willing to help us. She helps my rodeo as well. So a big thank you to Jackie at Alden Lane Nursery for not only being a great Rotarian, but so giving of her time and her business to help us. And another organization, or company or group, I guess, Del Val Winery and Garay Winery. Sonia arranged all this. She's dear friends with the employees there and was able to negotiate our ability to use the facilities for free. We just had to drink our way through the night and we were very successful for our Wine Wednesdays at Garay. And then to have our last meetings of the month at Del Val Winery. So I wanted to recognize them for that because they allowed us that opportunity, not only for the fellowship of the Wine Wednesdays, but the evening meetings that helped encourage hopefully new members, or if not, those of you that it's easier for you to come in the evening to join our meetings. So I am very grateful for that. So a big thank you. So there, I have a couple others and I'll do those next week. But I wanted to also say that all of you have treated me like I really am part of what makes this Rotary special. And what I mean by that is I don't ever feel like I'm an outsider. I feel like I'm part of the wheels, the cogs that make this place work. And I really feel grateful for that. I always feel engaged and excited when you are doing things. I want to be a part of it. And not all organizations give you that. And I've been a part of many volunteer organizations. And I use you as an example of how people should be treated and how things should be done and be handled. You do things with grace and integrity, and that just speaks volumes of Rotary. So I do have the utmost respect for not only Rotary, but this club. I want to be able to, I'll continue to be our incoming president, which is kind of funny. I suggested him way long ago to Splin. What about, what about Mark Roberts? And we kind of hit the ground running together, and I've enjoyed it so much. I've learned a lot from you, Mark, and I will be your moving buddy next year. I'm there to help you, and I'm very excited for Pat McMiniman. You are going to have a great president-elect year with Mark. It will be fun, and I think that we're on a roll, and I'm really excited for that. I know Mark has got some exciting things for next year. And so I'm excited to be a part of that and support you, Mark, in any way I can. I am looking forward to next week. I'm a little scared, but in a in a fun way. I hope that I did you proud. There are some things that we did throughout the year, monies we raised, people that we helped, organizations that we made a difference for, and I will forever be changed for that. I want you to know that in my work world, Rotary has helped me see a whole nother side of people. And I think it's made me a better person. It's helped me with even more compassion for people. So that was your gift, and I truly appreciate that very, very much. I'm actually probably almost done here. I did have one little tiny thing. Paul, your phone went off. Now, the next question is, did your brother call you? You didn't? You, well, I'm gonna, let's give Paul a microphone because it, you know, it's $10, but it could be anything your heart desires.
Anything?
Anything. Ooh.
How about if I donate somebody here to do some work for somebody else?
Oh.
So I recommend Mike Morgan to give an hour of help to someone here, maybe actually my brother. I'll keep it in the family. in his garden. So Mike is getting into gardening now, and he's planted a few things. And he even brought me a cucumber today. So thank you. So I really hope you'll back me up on that and have Mr. Morgan here give Mike an hour in his garden.
There, well, you know what, Mike, I'll help you. Okay, so we'll team up. Okay, we'll do it. Okay, so Mike, you pick a day and I'm good at labor. That's my thing. Digging in dirt. I can do that. That's right up my alley. No, I didn't. I said it was at least $10. That. What?
Even though I give millions of dollars a year to Polio Plus and whatever, I'll kick in another $500 just for Mr. Garrett.
Wow. Paul, you're amazing. I was happy with 10, but that's all good. I'm glad. Thank you so much. If you can use it, definitely. Let's see. I think that's about it. Oh,
Well,
yes, Trish.
I've been sitting back here with Beth and we've been looking at all those thank yous and I can count, aside from the English, 18 of them. And some of the languages I know and some I don't know. But here's what I'll do. I'll give $10 for everyone except the English one that is identified correctly.
Ooh, okay. Group.
What's that?
French, merci beaucoup. Merci beaucoup. At the top.
That's
All
what
right.
I was gonna do. That was easy. Gracias por todos.
Merci beaucoup.
Wait a minute, you got to say, oh,
Stand up.
Yeah.
did you have one, Trex?
Hawaiian,
Asante
German,
Sana
Dankeschön,
in
German,
Africa.
Dankeschön.
Where?
Paca per.
Wait a minute, I'm losing count.
As
We got a lot? Okay, so what is this one? Finnish, okay.
Japanese.
Japanese,
Hebrew.
Okay.
Todaraba, Italian. That's the Filipino. Filipino.
German,
Russian. Yes. How do you say Esperanto? Yes. Multan Dankon, yeah.
Okay, and then what about the one above? Hindi. Okay, taxe. Swedish. And the center you said was Japanese?
No, Chinese. That's, what do you call it? They speak in Africa. Help me out here.
And then up in the corner? Zulu?
Nigerian,
French,
The last one?
Hawaiian.
Hawaiian.
All right, thank you so much. Where do you want that to go?
Sheila,
Yes,
Sheila?
perfect.
Instead of working for me, because I really don't need much, if Mike gives 500 to International, I'll give her 1,000.
Okay. All right, thank you so much. That is awesome. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, we've got 5 minutes early and I'm sure you won't mind. But once, we have the raffle. Okay, so today there is 2 marbles. So we're going to draw 2 tickets. So you will either, the first one, you'll either get money or wine. And we have what, $900? Is the take, that's half?
That is half.
Woo!
Fair.
Drum roll. Okay. All right, the first ticket and is, let's see, 542, of course, 4312. Yeah. Oh, come on up, Dawn. And then let's call the second ticket. Dawn, come up. Okay, the second ticket, the last 4 numbers is 4323. Right there. Is that you, Irv?
Red. You get the bottle of wine.
And Irv. Irv.
Yep. Put a white one in real fast.
Yep, that's him. And Irv, that's it. Irv, you won the money. Woo-hoo! So Irv, what are you going to do with that? So Irv, what's going to happen with that money?
Oh, I may have to donate it to somebody.
Ooh. That, oh, look at, you've got a little fan out there. All right. Irv, thank you so much. Woo! Okay. I realize I have a couple certificates that didn't come with me. So I do apologize and I will catch those people next week. But again, also I will be announcing the Rotarian of the Quarter and the Rotarian of the Year next week. So again, thank you all so very much. I am so looking forward to seeing all of you next week. I'll have my big girl panties on and you all have a beautiful day.